What did you have a musical background as far as with your parents, or just something that you was just?
I grew up in church, so I would say I grew up singing in the choir, stuff like that. My mom sing, my dad sing, and I've always loved like music. So
Definitely,
I feel like it was always in me, but I just never like thought that was something that I was gonna do with my life.
definitely.
Yeah.
So pushing forward into the content aspects of things, what made you want to get in content? Because a lot of people, it says it's hard to get in the content space and do essentially this type of work because, you know, you got to get involved with people, you got to be a people person and stuff like that. And especially for you, like your rollouts that you was doing throughout the time when you was really pushing the music was different. You was going hand in hand, shaking hands, talking to people, getting people to do certain stuff. So it's like, what made you want to actually, you know, sit there and have like short conversations with people and actually touch people for real?
As far as that, I feel like I've always been a people person. So like I feel like anybody I meet, they gravitate towards me just based off of the person that I am. So I feel like if I just use that to interact with people and like do fun stuff and just get people, you know, excited about whatever it is, like that it may be, whatever question I'm asking, whatever the night may hold, I feel like that's the reason I kind of started to get into that, just to interact with people more.
Definitely. I feel that. I think I'm always been a people person myself. I think when you're a people person, that's kind of like a superpower.
Yeah.
Because some people don't really like to indulge with people, or they don't like to go shake hands or rub elbows with certain people because they like, I don't really like people too much. So it's just like to see you do that, it was kind of like different in my opinion. So after that, I seen you doing the content. So now the shift that we seeing today, what made you really want to shift into going into your next chapter? Because I feel like now everybody's moving on to their next chapter, and in a sense to where it's like, okay, I want to be this. This is what I'm going for. This is what I'm doing. So what made you want to go into that next chapter and actually, you know, do the things that you're doing now?
What made me want to transition, I would use that word, is I basically prayed one night because I usually have dreams, and I realized that I hadn't had a dream in a while. So I just basically prayed, and I'm like, God, like, look, if this is like what I'm supposed to do, and like I need a sign, like I want you to give me my dreams back. I want to do this, I want to do that. So that night that I went to sleep, I ended up having like a very vivid dream, and I never have dreams to the point where I could wake up and write it down. But I woke up and literally wrote the dream down. So I wrote the dream down, and then I feel like me just saying that prayer and then him answering it that quick made me be like, okay, like you're listening. So let me listen to you. So that's why I feel like that's why I'm right now making that transition.
Definitely. And what now in the short amount of time you've able to do a shift so quick? Because a lot of people, it take time over time, even though you had a out of body experience.